EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Taylor on first down. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field where his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And this is knocked away and incomplete. But I think it was a free play. Let's check the call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
That one finds Pierce right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Byron Young there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them in no gain. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Now Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And the Rays got him. They bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
That is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. That's to his tight end, Tyler Wood. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up.
They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. First down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to throw now on first down. That complete to Downs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from 10 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right out.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 35, here's the second down and 6.
Back to throw. Stafford. Short throw. It's Higbee. And getting this just shy of midfield. They spotted at the 49. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help him dig out of this hole.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. 8 yards. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Second and a couple.
Play action. Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down. Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, we got to switch it up.
Stafford. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down. Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start with a give to Taylor.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
A short one there, caught by Warren.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
That's caught. Puka Nacua.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Caught on the right side by Adams. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on fourth down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones
finding space at the 40. Down the right sideline.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
They'll wind up using 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing on second and long. Jones.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
That's caught right side. It's Warren. that he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead, as that leads us to 4th. Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal.
He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They begin the drive with Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Now Williams running left. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Off the draw, here's Williams. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's 3rd and 9.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
At the 31-yard
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. Does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a third and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
Jones now from the gun on third down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
To throw is Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Jones pass. Intercepted.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down.
And just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Now a 2nd and 6.
Now it's Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Yards on the play.
That's a gain of 13. First down, Rams.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Taken down at the 30.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 30-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second.
15 yards.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end.
And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Another Rams first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break.
A short one there, caught by Warren.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
The
Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively. I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, 42 yards.
And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Rams 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 6.
Throwing is Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Yards on the play.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Stafford. And this one complete to Smith. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And he is going to have a Rams first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
A gain of 6.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He finds his man, complete. That's Adams. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Rams, first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Pass complete there to Nakua. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They try the left side here with Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he's going to have a Rams first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Rams are back within a score. Well, they had
had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Jones.
A short one there, caught by Warren.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
From back at their own 10-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
The throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Play action. Stafford. Going up top. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
You always talk about the guy who paid off the play that week out, caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Stafford. Touchdown, Rams! Tyler Higbee, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Jones throwing to start the drive.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. To throw again on second down. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this offense on third down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And escapes, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
He'll look to Williams to begin things.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Stafford.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Stafford now to throw. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
They'll run the jet sweep here with Pierce. Oh, this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's Byron Young, who ranged in that time and stopped him for a loss. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And I think the ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Part you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
1st down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
There as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
To the left side, he's got Warren, the tight end.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Rams' 9-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call.
That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. Here comes 2nd down. Jones. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll run the jet sweep here with Pierce. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Pass complete to Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.